there.
We're
Uh,
back again.
we're back again. And I have to say, Henriette, that I really enjoyed our field trip yesterday.
Oh, me too.
It was super nice to be fine to like have a day to think like the big ideas and to get
Yeah,
out of our space. So for those who are just joining in, yesterday we went on what I call a field trip. I had a bunch of our books and I took a silly picture of them in the subway saying taking these babies for a field trip. Um, it happened to be a fairly beautiful day, and we went through the
good. A,
Boston
a rare,
a
sort of
rare,
like a
yes.
rare, beautiful day.
And the Boston Public Garden was gorgeous, and people were on the swan boats, all very scenic. But the point was, obviously, we weren't there just to stroll around. But I really
Yeah,
enjoyed going to. It was like a partnerships day, right? So we were thinking about
it was.
how to get our books into hands of readers, and we stopped in on a fabulous wine store, which we can talk about momentarily, and have a really interesting partnership brewing there. And it kind of sort of re-energized me a bit because, as you
Mm.
know, like we spend so much time on all the necessary logistics and files and which version and the copy editor and the typo and
You don't
the
even want to
that's like
know.
spreadsheets um, and it was nice to remember sort of why we're doing all this.
Right. I mean, yeah,
And
this just to say, this morning, I was getting a little frustrated. I spent more time than I really needed organizing stuff in the Google Drive. Like, wait, this document needs to be
I
in
know,
that folder for that book. And why is that standard document not in the open place
uh-huh,
in the drive where it should be accessible to everyone? I was
I
starting
know.
to lose my
You're
mind.
not your favorite activity.
Not my favorite activity unless it's like I like when we've done it and everything is like, oh, I need that file.
Oh,
Click. It's
there it
right
is.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
since the we is a fairly small number of people, then the we who get the benefit of finding it where it should be is also the we who have to put it where it should be to begin
Exactly.
with.
It's like garbage in, garbage out. So
I
you know what?
know. I
Yeah.
know. But
So
today,
so yesterday was different.
I
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to tell you on the
Hmm.
subject of partnerships. Um, I went to my local cafe, which is a roasted granola cafe, and it's run
In
by these
Arlington, Massachusetts.
in Arlington, Massachusetts. It's run by these absolutely lovely sisters who we refer to as the granola sisters. Um,
Oh, wow.
I do, the granola
Maybe
sisters.
you do.
Anyway, they are super excited for a bunch of to do a bunch of things with us, and one of them is we're going to do a pop up bookstore. So show up, sell our books, local publisher. We just need a table. We talked about where to put it. We talked about sort of the demographics of readers. We talked about the flow of not disrupting the flow of getting to the place to order your coffee, but also being visible. But it was
Mhm.
so nice how excited they are to have us do this. So it's going to be, we've set a date. It's going to be
Good.
Friday, the 29th of May. And they were thinking, you're not here.
Okay. I'm away.
Oh, well,
That's okay.
they
We
want to
talked
do it
about it. It's
multiple
okay.
times.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
want to
And
do it
also we
multiple
talked about how you could do
times.
it by yourself.
This is going to be a try it out. But they had all these ideas. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, well, you should do it at the end of May because people are buying gifts for graduates, for Father's Day. You could
Yeah.
do a summer reading package. They had all these because they're business owners too, right? So they think this way of sort of how can we take this one idea and expand on it, which is
And
what
that was something that we've experienced in the conversation with the amazing, are we naming people?
we can name people, or we can, for the moment, just say the amazing wine
Okay,
shop.
the amazing owner of the amazing wine shop,
Yeah.
who was seeing big. He was thinking in scale
Hmm.
already in a way that made sense for us and for that shop and all of that. But you're right. It's like thinking
Yeah.
outside the box and thinking about growing because I
Exactly.
think if you own a small business, you are always thinking about growth. You're always thinking about what you can do that's small that has an exponential
Exactly.
consequence
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, and so they were thinking, and I wanna get back to the wine shop, but to just finish filling you in on the cafe. So they
Yeah.
were
Okay.
thinking they came up with all these ideas after I talked about the pop-up. They talked about, well, they actually wanna stock our books. They wanna have a bookshelf, and they wanna have books for sale, and they're willing to put it in their point because I said, "Look, I don't wanna cause logistical additional work for you."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we'll just put it in our point of sale cash register system, right, as an item."
See, this is great because this is something that we thought about from the get-go
Yeah, exactly.
of, and we see it, there are a few places like you can go to Anthropology and there's some housey, well, there's not
Yeah, they
they're
have
not
housey books,
Anthropology, but
really good books.
they
Yeah.
have like one or two things where Patagonia sells
Mhm.
granted books that I think they have a sort of publishing
Well, they have a
arm.
publishing arm, don't they? Which is kind of
I
interesting.
just said that they have a publishing arm.
Publishing arm. I
But
know it's the arm. Anyway.
yeah, but they have but still they have books among their merchandise
Mhm.
without being a bookstore. We talked about that, about, like, could you have the vendor, who could you have the merchant add your book as an inventory item
Yeah.
in their POS?
Yeah, and so th but so you ha but that also requires you have to have people who are sort of open to thinking about this kind of thing. It does require a little bit of training, not a lot, but they're
Yeah,
the people working
yeah,
the cash register need to be aware of this, need to be able to answer a question. Um, and they also we talked about
mm,
doing a silent book club there, and they
oh,
love
good.
that idea too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, of doing like a once a month, for example, silent book club. So that's a possibility as well.
That's great.
And it's down the street from me, so that's easy. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
what part of what was super energizing was, and you can talk about the wine store, just
mm,
we started out in this business thinking, how can we do things differently? But
right,
also, it's books, and so I think for a while we were thinking, how can we do things? I think our thinking kind of evolved to realizing that the opportunities for us are not necessarily already book related. It's we need to find the
right,
people who are thinking creatively about their business and who are thinking
right,
in an open-minded way about trying new things.
right.
And it
It's
can be
that,
people who have
it's
nothing to do with books
right, and
as a
it's the
business.
people, the business owners who have the right mindset, but also who have a clientele that has an overlap with the people who buy books.
Right.
Like, you're not necessarily going to, well, you might, but you're not going to a stationery store and saying, you sell pens, we sell books, therefore we belong
Right,
together." You're really looking for who who are your customers for, like, who are the customers for our books,
right.
and what kind of people are they, to the extent that you can generalize about people, but that's what marketers do, right? And we're not marketers, but we're learning who our market is, and then you find other businesses that speak to or sell to
Mhm.
that same market, and it's somehow you are convincing people that it's the sum of the parts,
Yeah, it's
is
much
a
bigger.
greater result. It's like, look, you
Yeah,
can take your customers and you can say, "Here's what I always sell you." But you can also say, and this is what Roasted Granola has figured out, like, "Yeah, we sell you coffee and muffins and scones, and who doesn't love all that?"
right,
But you can also come here and you can buy a great book because it's part of
right.
your culture, your community. I mean, they also sell, don't they? Isn't
They
Roasted
sell
Granola,
so
they
they
also
are
sell
very
like
big into
craft stuff and pottery.
community and supporting local
Yeah,
craft people, so they do sell some
yeah,
products made by local people, which is why I
local.
I kind of didn't wanna presume that they would carry our books because that's space, space is a premium.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but they said, "No, we'll find a way," and that's
Mm,
the attitude that I really like. It's like, "We'll
we'll
find a
find a
way. We're
way.
not gonna be
Yeah.
constrained by, oh, we can't do it because of this, we can't do it because of that." We're like, "We'll find a way."
And the interesting thing is that, it's not it bookstores already have a way.
They have a way,
They
and
have
some
a
of them
way.
are doing things like, oh, Love Struck Books. We when we had our little brainstorm session at Love Struck Books, they have
Yeah.
found
Fantastic.
another way.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I honestly, to be fair to all the other bookstores out there that are not Lovestruck Books, I'm not sure that what they're doing is particularly earth-shattering. There have been bookstores with cafes. I think
they have a wine
there
bar,
was a
a little.
Harvard bookstore on
Mhm.
Newbury Street, like, 30 years ago, in the space that is now Stephanie's. So this is it, Newbury Street in Boston.
Yeah,
There was a Harvard bookstore, and I remember walking in there and being, like, blown away because it was a restaurant and a bookstore.
yeah.
But so people have been doing this for a long time, and
Yeah.
Lovestruck is doing, they have the wine bar, they have the coffee. I think what's nice about what they do is that they've created this whole community. So there were people in there who were working on their laptops. There were people like
Right.
us having a little afternoon glass of wine.
And so that's the
There were,
thing. It's like
you
the
know,
community aspect,
it's a
right?
community. That place is packed all the time because
Yeah.
people go there for community. So yes, where we got, I took us down the primrose path, but um it's like people who are there. There are bookstores finding other ways, but I
Yeah.
think it's interesting, we're sort of learning that, because bookstores have a way, and and they've
Right.
been
We didn't
doing it
have a way to
that
begin with,
way for a
right?
very long time with a few variations,
Yeah.
and even the variations follow a kind of a set pattern.
Mhm.
"Oh, we're new. We have a cafe." I
Right.
mean, that's how
Yeah, that it
bookstores do
well,
things
it's kind
new.
of like the uh, not beginner's mindset, but when you're starting something brand new,
Yeah.
then you feel less constrained by how things are done
Yeah.
because
Yeah. I mean,
you haven't operated in that space.
I don't like this saying, and I even wrote, like, a whole Substack of my own a few
Were you
years ago
fulminating?
about, like. Hmm?
Were you
Was it?
fulminating about it?
No.
Okay.
But I do but you know the phrase, "Move fast and break things," and I was
Right.
doing my whole, like, move slow and build things.
Mhm.
But I do think when people are new and they're entrepreneurial and they're starting, that was the thing, like, break things.
Right.
Don't accept the status quo and just try to
But a
do
sort of
something
intentional
completely
breaking of
different.
things.
Unintentional breaking of things,
Yeah.
and I get that. I was sort of going around it the other way saying, like, "No, let's build things, let's not break things." I was making a different point, but we don't have to go fast and break things, but we can break things
Correct.
slowly and carefully. We can disassemble.
We can disassemble, and then we can rebuild like the kintsugi. We could put the shiny, the
Yeah,
Japanese like take apart
yeah,
and then
I've tried to do it, only I think the final step where you have to file everything away,
oh,
I didn't do that part,
I have
so
2
it
broken
looks like a really
ceramic things
nasty
that I've
gold scar on the piece of
I was gonna
glass.
try
Oh,
it
good.
out, so maybe I shouldn't? Oh, well, anyway,
No, no,
um,
do it, but don't stop one step short the way I did.
okay. Thank you.
Like, I know that I need to get seal wool and, like,
Oh, I hate that
sand
feeling, the
down.
steel wool on the I can't do the scrapey thing. No, no, you say
It's
steel
fine,
wool,
you
and I literally am getting goosebumps.
okay, fine, but I'm talking about fine. Um,
Okay.
like
But,
cotton candy.
but
Steel
but
wool's
but
so fine, it's like cotton candy.
okay, fine.
Yeah. Anyway, should we talk about the wine shop
Yeah,
or
I'm
no?
I'm I'm super excited about moving forward with them, but maybe we should
Yeah,
tell
yeah, yeah.
people on the Zoom here, on the whatever this
Yeah.
is, a bit
Yeah,
what
no,
it
but
is. You
what
get a
I like
sneak peek.
about it
Those of
too,
you who are joining us, you're getting a sneak peek
sneak
into
peek.
something really cool.
But I like the whole, like, origin. It's like, I'm not gonna go into details, but, like, someone I knew, I
Mhm,
remembered that she said that they had a
mhm,
wine shop. This is, like, 5, 10 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, they have a wine shop." I had been to the wine shop 5, 10 years ago. It's like, "Oh, what if?" And
mhm,
then the email, which led to the phone call, which
mhm.
led to the "Let's drop by
The
and
field
bring them
trip
our books." Hmm?
the field trip,
The
as
field
I
trip
call it.
where we brought them the books kind of as a thank you, but also,
Mhm.
like, to show that these are good products visually, never mind what's inside. And then the vision of Zoom events, book of the month,
Pairing the wine with
pairing,
pairing each
wine pairing, because and this is the thing, and I really think this is an abidingly smart thing, that it's aspirational. I mean, I
mhm.
said this yesterday. It makes sense. You're gonna buy a bottle of wine, you're gonna buy a book, and you're gonna be like, oh, on a great day like this, I'm gonna uncork the bottle. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine. I'm gonna read this book. The truth is, you're probably gonna put the book aside and watch Netflix.
And read the book at another
But
moment.
but you bought the book because we all want to be the people who have the wine and the book.
I outright
They go together, and so it just and the pairing I think is really super
I
cool to
know,
think
and I love
about
that the
what is into what kind of wine does the text inspire? What
right,
would go well? I mean, I think that's fantastic, and you would read the book and not do Netflix if you had the pairing.
if you had the pairing. And also you
Yeah.
knew because there's gonna be then an event with the Sue Sue Evans wine shop, yep. So,
We'll give you the secret location.
I know,
It
we
won't be
all
secret.
will be revealed.
Yeah,
Um,
all will be revealed.
but, I like the fact that the wine chooser is gonna read the book so
He's
he
gonna read
can
the book.
really
Yeah.
pair the book with the
Mhm.
wine and be on the conversation with the author so he can discuss
Right.
why that wine. I mean, I was already having ideas like, "Oh, Backstitch should have a
You
like a
said something
deep
like a
red
r
wine."
red. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's
Exactly.
probably thinking like, "That's not what I
Maybe
have in
not.
mind at all." But
I'm
he was too
curious.
polite to
I'm
say.
curious to find out. It's
Yeah.
it's 12:15 somehow.
Yeah. We can talk about the wine thing next week,
Yeah, well,
or
whenever.
maybe
Next
not.
week, we may have some other
Who
thing.
knows?
Who knows?
Right.
But anyway, I'm excited to announce our all the details for all this.
Yeah.
And eh,
It's gonna be good.
it's going to be good. I think we're going to have a
Yeah.
super good fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
We've got
on
s
that note,
They're so amazing. Okay.
all right. Well,
Alright.
thank you all for joining us,
Yeah,
and
thanks for
we'll be
joining.
back next Wednesday.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.